Thank you very much for that really interesting session. My name's Charlie. I also work here at GCV, and I just wanted to extend another thank you to all of our sponsors and partners, one of those being BGV, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce the next session, our good friend Eric Buatois, General Partner at BGV, to deliver a short keynote presentation. Eric, thank you.
I got you. You're my starlight. I need you.
Hello. So good morning, and I'm going to share with you a couple of thoughts we had on what the future of the CVC should be in this new AI world. So where are the slides? Okay. So basically, I would say one single tagline to remember: in ventures, everything starts with a portfolio, but we need to scale our ambition. We need to think about 10x. And with the speed of evolution of AI, this put a big impact on how CVC should operate. So next. Okay, clicker is there. So basically, we're in a world where everything is going extremely fast. And as we know that AI is definitely the source of a competitive advantage. Now the issue, AI moves extremely fast. As a venture capitalist, I saw this very small team, which in 10 people and with few $1 million could deliver amazing results. So the bottom line, it makes that the traditional model of a passive investment, wait and see, doesn't work anymore. There is no way you can catch this wave behaving this way. And I would say that this demand for the CVC to have a new model. Basically, in the same way that the startup has evolved from a traditional SaaS model to move to the AI native first, I would argue that the CVC world has to become AI native. And I would argue that the successful company will build an AI native CVC. The metrics are likely to be different. The current metrics are quite well known: financial return, ARR, strategic access to technology, and maybe more importantly, identify new product, new solution that could complement a business unit. And I suspect to do that, like all of us, you spend a lot of time networking, building the ecosystem. Going forward, that may not be enough. I think the CVC has to become a strategic utility for the corporation, but more importantly, the catalyst for enterprise-wide implementation of AI. It's well known that at the enterprise level, AI is still at the kind of a pilot level, but the real enterprise scale deployment of AI are still not there. And I think the role of CVC is to play a key role there. Instead of maybe identifying some specific solutions that could complement a business unit, it may be important to think about identify key platforms that could be the driver for a structural advantage. And here, we need to think 10x, 100x improvement. The traditional 20 or 30% improvement may not be appropriate. On the technology side, especially at the enterprise level, the impact of autonomous agents is very important. More and more enterprise to take advantage of AI will have to really identify some critical workflow, especially at the industry level. In every industry, there will be some critical workflow which has to be understood and automated. And I would say that suddenly the CVC functions is to become not only a catalyst of this enterprise AI deployment, but more and more a builder of this type of solutions. You could be in a world where your company wants to automate a specific workflow, whether it's the supply chain or procure to cash, all these type of things. But for plenty of reasons, the right company doesn't exist. And in that case, you should not hesitate to incubate it. So for this AI native CVC, we'll have, in my mind, a three-pillar network. Obviously, innovations, but be careful of all the AI wrapper. I'm sure you used to see all this company coming, wrapping a couple of cool stuff around AI, which is a mere co-pilot at the individual level. But this is not what will drive innovation at the enterprise. The innovation will come when AI is fully embedded in the workflow end-to-end. Investment. We all have portfolio. Some of this company we invested in the past will make the transition to the new world, but some not. How you double down on the winner is going to be very, very important. And the incubation, I talk about the incubation. we are entering a world where the whole IT system and the enterprise are more a system of work, system of actions, and how you create this system, how you make them partner with the system of record which are installed in your company. So in order to do that, my firm has worked since 4 years through a non-profit organization, and this non-profit organization has gathered insight from about 5,000 enterprise deployment, 5,000 AI practitioners, about 100 enterprise deployment, working with 120 corporate. The outcome of that is what we call the AI native playbook. And we made the third release of this playbook. You can access it online if you scan the QR code. And it's also available, we have some print version available on our booth, just outside this room. And this playbook that we use internally with our own startup, with our VC partner or some incubators, is also a very useful tool for enterprise company to understand how to absorb all this AI wave and make it very productive and deliver the return they expect. And we are running different workshops or group to do that. So basically, as a message, I would say that whether you basically are trying to build this new solution based on agent, autonomous agent, whether you have a complex portfolio to manage and evolve, or whether you are a new corporate venture group, it's very important to scale the ambition. We need to think 10x, we need to think 100x in a world where the company that will be catalyst to deploy this solution are pretty small company, 10 people less, maybe needing a couple of $1 million to get started, and how do we catch them? So this is what I wanted to share with you, and I have a few minutes to take questions, if any. Thank you very much. So no question. In that case, Christina would be very happy. I saved her 2 minutes of the time. And I would like to invite Trevor Lanting, who is the Chief Development Officer of a quantum company called D-Wave. Trevor?